In this video, I will look at positive attachment styles in early childhood and their influence on key relationships later in life. To do this, we will also have to look at some negative attachment styles in order to compare. These styles were developed by John Bowlby with the help of Mary Ainsworth. John Bowlby was a British psychiatrist best known for his influential work on attachment theory. Bowlby's research focused on the importance of early childhood attachments and their impact on emotional development and later relationships. I will describe 4 attachment styles which will introduce us to a fascinating and essential framework for understanding the dynamics of human relationships and emotional development. Secure attachment, avoidant attachment, preoccupied attachment, and disorganized attachment. Humans are biologically predisposed to develop close emotional bonds with primary carers during infancy and childhood, usually parents or other carers. This is at the core of attachment theory. Our survival, well-being, and proper development depend on these relationships. This is demonstrated in Mary Ainsworth's experiment called the strange situation. The 4 attachment styles I will be talking about were classified on the observed behaviours in this experiment. The strange situation experiment has been instrumental in advancing our understanding of infant caregiver attachment and its impact on later development and relationships. Mary Ainsworth's work has contributed significantly to attachment theory and the 4 styles of attachment. The first attachment style we're going to look at is the secure attachment style. A person with this style is self-assured, direct, and responsive. Securely attached adults tend to be more satisfied in their relationships. Let's look at Jeremy. Jeremy's parents were loving, caring, affectionate, and attentive. They were responsive to his needs, and he could rely on his parents whenever he needed them. As an adult, Jeremy valued emotional intimacy and believed in open and honest communication. Jeremy has faith in his spouse and feels safe in the knowledge that you can rely on them for support. His stable attachment style extends to his friendships as well, forming strong bonds with those around him. He is able to establish and sustain healthy relationships because of his secure attachment style. He thinks well of himself and believes he deserves love and attention. The second attachment style we are going to look at is the anxious, preoccupied attachment style. A person with this style is self-doubting, anxious, and sensitive. Someone with this attachment style frequently experiences emotional hunger in place of genuine love or trust for their partner. Let's look at Sam. As a child, Sam's parents were inconsistent and unpredictable. They were sometimes available and attentive, and other times they were neglectful and dismissive. As a result of this inconsistent parenting, Sam developed a fear of being abandoned that led her to look for comfort and approval in her romantic relationships. She is prone to overanalyzing situations and asking her partner for excessive reassurance because she worries about the state and stability of the relationship. She frequently exhibits clinging, demanding, and possessive behaviour towards her partner when she feels unsafe in her relationship and uncertain of her partner's feelings. She longs for intimacy and closeness, but is afraid of being rejected. She finds it difficult to put her trust in her partner's intentions and is constantly tempted to test their loyalty. It becomes difficult to maintain appropriate boundaries as a result. In her friendships, she exhibits similar behaviour and has a constant need for reassurance, seeking frequent contact. The third attachment style we are going to look at is the avoidant attachment style. A person with this style is self-reliant, avoidant, and distant. Individuals who have an avoidant attachment style often find it difficult to emotionally stay connected to their partner. Let's look at Sarah. Sarah's parents were emotionally unavailable. Her emotional needs were ignored, and she was offered neither comfort or support in times of need. Sarah consequently desired to be independent and self-sufficient. Sarah has experienced a few romantic relationships as an adult, but she has always felt constrained by the intense emotions and demands of her partners. She tends to hold back her emotions and avoids getting too close in her romantic relationships. She places a high value on her privacy and independence, frequently looking for alone time to recharge and preserve her sense of independence. Sarah gets uncomfortable when her partner shows an interest in emotional intimacy and brushes it off. Whenever she faces emotional difficulties of her own, she would rather handle them alone. Sarah still values her relationship and has a great deal of affection for her partner, even though she shies away from emotional intimacy. Sarah does not have any very close friends. The fourth attachment style we are going to look at is the disorganized attachment style. A person with this style is self-sabotaging, unpredictable, and isolated. Individuals who have a disorganized attachment style are afraid of being both too close or too distant from others. Let's look at Jenny. Jenny experienced emotional and physical abuse from her parents. When she was younger, her parents would frequently leave her home alone for days on end without any food while they were out partying and taking drugs. Jenny's parents would frequently yell at her to stop crying and laugh at her anguish when they were actually at home. She was deeply afraid, confused, and disoriented as a result of the abuse and neglect from her parents. Jenny has severe internal conflicts in her adult romantic relationships, which frequently swing between her need for intimacy and her fear of being hurt or abandoned. Contradictory behaviours result from this. Although she pushes her partner away, she yearns for him to be there. Because of this push-pull dynamic, she alternates between abruptly separating from him and having intense, intimate moments. Jenny finds it difficult to maintain safe and dependable relationships because of her fear of being abandoned and her traumatic past. She also has trouble making and keeping solid connections in friendships. Reflecting on all four attachment styles and understanding the development of positive versus negative attachment, we can see their influence on relationships emerging into adulthood. Positive attachment styles, such as secure attachment, promote trust, intimacy, and resilience in relationships. Individuals with secure attachment styles tend to feel comfortable both in seeking support from their others and providing it, fostering healthy and satisfying connections. While negative attachment styles such as anxious, avoidant, and disorganized can hinder relationship satisfaction and emotional stability. These styles often manifest as difficulty in forming close bonds, fear of intimacy, or excessive dependence on others, which may lead to conflicts and emotional distress in relationships. Recognizing attachment styles and their significance allows individuals to address underlying relationship patterns and develop healthier ways of relating. Through awareness and intentional efforts, individuals can work towards cultivating secure attachment behaviors, fostering positive connections, and enhancing overall well-being in relationships. Your adult relationships with the people you love don't have to be defined by the attachment style you formed as a child based on your relationship with a parent or early carer. Understanding your attachment style will help you identify the ways in which you are protecting yourself from emotional intimacy and closeness, and will help you create a secure attachment. Selecting a partner with a secure attachment style and focusing on your personal growth in that relationship can help you overcome your barriers. Therapy can also be helpful for changing attachment patterns, helping you with your personal development and relationships. By identifying your attachment style, you and your partner can work through the fears and insecurities and create new attachment styles together that will help you maintain a fulfilling and loving relationship. Thank you for listening.